everyone, it's Sharonda from Payroll Waits, and today I'm going to be reviewing Wrath of Man, which is now playing in theaters. It's directed by Guy Ritchie, stars Jason Statham, Scott Eastwood, Josh Hartnett, Hope McClanahy, Liza. It's a lot of people. I don't have enough time to name all of these people that is in this film. However, this film centers around H, played by Jason Statham, who is a cold and mysterious character working at a cash truck company that is responsible for moving around hundreds of millions of dollars each week in Los Angeles. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and is it worth your time and money watching in theaters where it is currently playing now. So going into one of the first things that I enjoyed about this film is Jason Statham. For me, at the end of the day, I like Jason Statham movies. I just love the swag that he brings to his characters in these action films. But for Wrath of Man, I felt like I was getting a different type of Jason Statham than what we're typically used to. Even though this film is directed by Guy Ritchie, this has a different tone. It is very dark. Okay, very violent, but let's keep it real. We're here for the violence and action movies anyway. So that was giving me my entire life. But Jason Statham he's a very cold and very calculated, sometimes a monster, but he has a lot of dramatic elements that he has to play in this film as we get to learn more about his character, why he's here, and what he's actually trying to get accomplished. I think that I like the seriousness that Jason Statham brings to it, but I just like that it's not your typical action trope hero, even though there are action tropes that are followed in this revenge thriller, but it felt different. It just felt like a different type of performance to me from Jason Statham, and I think he did a really great job. Now, also too, Hope McClanahy, who plays Bullet in this film, I really liked him. I would say he was one of my second most favorite characters to watch in this film, and especially as we get to see all of these reveals and twists that happen throughout the course of the film. These are the movies I like while you're watching the film and you're trying to figure out, okay, now at times this movie did feel very predictable to me, but then every once in a blue moon and it'll be a reveal. I'm like, ooh, okay. Now see, I thought this was predictable, but now you have my attention. Let me keep watching this. I like that it's a heist. It's an action movie. It's a revenge thriller. It's all of these different genres kind of thrown into one film, and I think that's what made me enjoy it a little bit more. Now, as I said before, this film is violent. There is a lot of violence. There is some fun sequences that take place once we actually get into the heist portion of the film, and that's when the film is really wow, okay, I am here. I will not get up. I am not going to move. I need to see what's going to happen. And it's really for as we get into the latter half of the film where that's the part that I really enjoyed. And going into that, I'm going to talk about some of the issues that I did have with the film. It has a lot of characters in here. I mean, a lot of great. You got Andy Garcia in here, you have Liza, you have Josh Hartnett, which I was really excited to see him back in this film, but I felt like there were a lot of characters that were underutilized in this film. You don't really go into any character development with anyone really outside of H, if you call that character development, but to have the caliber of talent that they had in this film, I just felt like I needed a little bit more. If you're not going to give the characters anything to do, then do you really need that caliber of talent in your film? And I think that's one of the things that really stood out to me while watching Wrath of Man. But it's really the first half of the film that it feels very slow to me. It's very slow paced, and it isn't until we get into, like I said, there's many genres of the film in this one film. As we get into the heist where the action picks up, that is where it held my attention. But really, it took me a strong 45 minutes to get to that point in a 2-hour film, leaving me feeling I feel like some of this could have been cut out. Now, there are flashbacks to really add in some of those back details, add in to fill out some of these subplots that are happening that leads us into our big reveal in the movie. But I just felt for me, it was just there's too much time being wasted. Do I really need to know this in order to enjoy the movie? To get to the part that I want to watch, which is the action heist that is happening? I personally didn't think so, but there are some great little reveals that happen as we're taking back into flashbacks to help us understand some of the key players of the situation that we're watching take place on screen. Now, even though I had issues with this film, I will still tell you what to do with your coins for Wrath of Man. I would tell you to see this film in theaters. If you want to see a great Jason Statham movie, if you want to see Guy Ritchie and Jason Statham both do something that's not in their normal wheelhouse, I think this is the film for you. As I said, it's a great heist action, very violent, very dark type of film, and I think that a lot of people will really enjoy Wrath of Man, and you better do right by it because you didn't do right by the gentleman. I still have not forgotten about that, but those are my thoughts on Wrath of Man. As always, my name is Sharonda from Peril Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell, and I love you guys 3000, and until I see you again, bye!